from those hard times and those tough lessons, I learned how to be a strong person. Because when you're faced with adversity, there are so many moments in your life that can defeat you. But there are also those moments, these are the moments that define us. In the history of our people, our grandparents and our parents made countless sacrifices for us. Each generation wanted a better future for their children. I strongly believe that all our children deserve to have these types of goals and dreams. They deserve the same opportunities as every other Canadian child. It's our hope and our commitment to these future generations that compel us to action. And I know what it's like to struggle. That's why I'm committed to helping families like my own, and why I'm committed to Saskatoon, because this is where my roots are, and I believe that we have a great future in Saskatoon. I graduated in 2005 from the University of Saskatchewan. I think the greatest impact for me, education-wise, was my first year of university in Native Studies. That was the very first time I ever learned about the history of oppression of our people. It was the first time I ever learned about the treaty relations that were dictated by the Indian Act, or the history of the residential schools and the lasting impact that it had on our people. I remember that first year I felt a lot of anger, but I felt passion. It lit the fire in me, and I knew for the rest of my life I'd be an advocate for social change. The other major turning point for me was the birth of my daughter. My daughter was born my second year of university. I was 19 years old at the time, and she was born with spina bifida. If people don't know what spina bifida is, it's a birth defect, and she was born paralyzed. For me, I remember thinking, oh my God, my daughter has the triple threat. She's Aboriginal, she's a girl, and she has a disability. I think for having my daughter born with a disability really focused me, and I've been a strong advocate for equality and human rights, and a lot of it is because of my daughter. At one point, women and children in our great nation were held at the highest honor and respect. But we know that recent history has brought us to this moment, where women and children, Aboriginal women and children, are the most vulnerable in society. There are almost 1,200 missing and murdered Aboriginal women. I don't have to convince any of you that this is one of the greatest social issues, and it challenges us as a society to do better. The marginalization is rooted in a history. It has manifested itself in widespread poverty, violence, addictions, homelessness, overrepresentation in the criminal justice system, both as victims and offenders. It has resulted in devastating numbers of our kids being apprehended by Child Family Services. I think Cindy Blackstock says it best when she highlighted this issue, that there's more children in care than there ever was at the height of the residential school era. There are too many families living at or below the poverty line, relying on the food bank in record numbers. These are the issues that are facing Saskatoon West. But these are not just First Nation issues. These are our challenges as a society to do better. For the last 3 years, I've had the great privilege and the great honor of working with residential school survivors in my practice, in my law practice. As a lawyer, it was really